Listen, it's not what left, it's what's left. What left you, God did not need. What's left is what God is going to use. Let me tell you the story. Once I was speaking at an engagement, and when I went to drop my daughter off, when I was coming out of the parking lot, my steering wheel didn't want to turn. And I'm sitting here going, I'm going to be late for this engagement. Lord, you got to help me. Immediately, this gentleman pulls up and parks in the space beside me. You already know. He was a mechanic. We look down. We see his mechanic shirt on. Y'all, I'm not kidding. This is exactly what happened. And the young lady who was assisting me that day, she goes, I know that's not a mechanic. So we roll the window down and we say, sir, could you please help us? Are you a mechanic? Dude was like, nah. We're looking at your shirt. You're a mechanic. We had our Christian music playing. He had his hip hop music playing. I don't think he wanted anything to do with us that day, right? And so he says, yeah, I'm a mechanic, but I left my tools at work. And I said, well, could you just check your trunk and just see if you have anything that could help us? Y'all, when dude went to the trunk, why was his toolbox that he thought he left at work in the trunk? I'm not exaggerating. So God sends us a mechanic. He thought he left his tools, and his tools are in the trunk. By the way, he looks shocked. So he says, okay, I'll look at the car. He looks at the car. He determines what's wrong with it. And he says, look, we need to go up here to the auto place and get you some parts. Okay, fine. No problem. Here's some money. He said, no, I'm not taking your money. You'll have to ride with me. Y'all, I get out my little Christian car, my little Christian music, get in his car. He's got one of those bouncing cars with the music blasting, all kind of lyrics. So I'm riding down the street with him, boom, boom, boom. So we get there, we get the parts, we come back. He fixes everything, and he said, listen, it was your power steering hose, and it had dry rotted. He said, tell the people at the Benz dealership when you go tomorrow that I cut off the dead part, and I took what you had left, and I stretched it from one side to the other, and you had just enough to get from one side to the other. That's what I want to tell you today. Whatever broke off your life, whatever is no longer there, you don't even need that. Whatever you have left is just enough for you to get from one side to the other. So don't worry about what left. Worry about what's left. You have just enough left to get to the other side.